Hello friends! If you see the red light up here at the top that says live, you're catching me live. If not, comment hashtag replay in the comments and so I can give you an extra special shout out. Let's see if we can get someone to join us. Say hi when you pop on so I know who's there. And so I can give you an extra special shout out. Hello there. Hello, Jackie. How are you? Hello there. Whoa, there we go. Hey, Mom. How are ya? Oh, that came up quick tonight. Hi, Susan. Happy Friday. Yay, happy Friday. All right, you guys. Well, welcome to Rowena May Inspired. I'm Kelly, and I'm glad you're joining me this evening. I know I'm a little bit early tonight, but I have some plans. I have at my normal time, so I decided to craft a little bit earlier tonight. So this is I think this is gonna be really cute. I worked on one last night. Hey, sister. Hello, Sally. Hi, Vicki from Massachusetts. I'm doing great. I'm doing great. The weather's great here today in Michigan. It's like low mid 70s. It's nice. It's very nice. We don't have the air on. We haven't had the air on for 2 days, so that's nice. I'm liking that. So what I'm going to do, you guys, I bought this jar. It says Old Fashioned Mason on it, if you can see it. And if you can see the price tag, or let me roll it this way. It was $1 at the Dollar General. And I thought it was a super cute jar for $1. So the only thing I did ahead of time is I drilled some holes in the top because I'm gonna, whoops, oh my gosh, I almost dumped my water over. Hold on. I'm going to put some flowers in it when we're done with it. So I just did that ahead of time because I had to get my drill out and do that. And you know, I didn't realize I've been using my drill for like a while and I hadn't charged it. And Blake and I were cleaning out the garage the other day. I think it was Wednesday. And he said, what have you been doing with your charger or with your drill? And I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, well, the charger's right here. I'm like, whoops. So I was using it the other night and it was getting a little low. Then I charged it. I was like, wow, this has a lot more power. Live at 5:30. Yes, Lynn. Tonight I'm going, I put a thing out earlier to let you guys know I was earlier tonight. So I have some plans later. So, had to go a little earlier tonight. So what I'm going to do, you guys, is I'm going to use the Waverly ink. This is, so it's black. I'm going to shake it up here. I'm not going to paint the whole thing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go over the raised parts of the jar. So there's like some ridges here. And then there's like, it says 12 ounce, 8 ounce, 4 ounce. And it's got the milliliter. And then just a little emblem on the front here. So I'm going to just go over that with a paintbrush with the ink over the raised part. And then we'll dry it and then we'll go on with another color. So did everybody have a good Friday? Hello, Joanne. How are you? Hey, Nikki from the UK. Thank you for joining. Hey, Tammy. How are you guys? Did y'all have a good Friday? I worked today and I worked from home until lunchtime. And then at lunchtime I went over to a friend's house. I have some real good friends I used to work with when I worked at another government agency. And we all worked together we really did work. I mean, we had like a little telework day. So it was kind of cool. It was fun. So if you're just joining, I got this jar, this little mason jar, cute little jar at Dollar General for $1. And I am just taking the Waverly ink. And I'm just going over the raised parts, okay? Thank you for spreading the joy, Aunt Anita. How are the puppies doing? You guys, I'm getting pictures of the puppies like every day and I'm getting so excited. They're getting so big. Blake's puppy hasn't opened her eyes yet. And we didn't get an update today for her. So we don't know if they opened them yet today or not. They were only just over a week old. No, they're probably almost 2 weeks old now. So getting exciting. So does anybody have any exciting plans for the weekend? I told you that we cleaned out our garage. You're off duty. Oh, so Aaron's home, so you're off duty now. Okay. I bet you Hula was happy to see her mom and her dad. So we rented a dumpster, and we're gonna tackle over here is the like the living room side of the basement. And as much as I would love to make it a full craft room, make the whole basement a craft room, we're remodeling it into, you know, just redoing it and making it our, like, another family room. So I'm excited. So we're going to tear out, we're going to get busy early in the morning tomorrow and tear out and get things going. Hula didn't let Erin out of sight, I'll bet, after she was gone so long. Okay, you guys, I just went around. Everywhere it was raised, I went over it, okay? I want to get those raised spots really good. And I really hope, hold on, let me look real quick. I really hope I brought a sanding block over here. But I'm thinking I didn't now that I look. I thought I had everything over here I needed. Hello, Penny, how are you? I almost called you Panny. A little southern drawl there. You guys probably think, people from the south on here probably think that us northerners have the drawl. So I'm just going to dry this. I had a sanding sponge over here. You guys, I think they walk away. You're spreading the rain from Rocky Mountain, North Carolina. Well, thank you, Sue. We've had a lot of rain. When was it? I haven't watered my flowers in the last couple days because we've had rain. Today we didn't. Oh, welcome home, Barbecue, for your nephew from the Navy. He's on his way to Minnesota. Oh, left as a lieutenant. Very nice. Well, congratulations. I hope you have a great time. Hey, Christine, thank you for spreading the joy. I'm just getting this good and dry before we go on to the next color. Thank you, Penny, for spreading the joy. I appreciate that. Isn't it funny, you guys? I've been watching, you know, other crafters and how we all have different things. Like there's, you know, spreading the joy, spreading the love, spreading the, what was it? Gosh, there was a funny one. What was it? There's some just really funny ones. Like, I mean, I'm not laughing at them. It's just creative thoughts, you know, like, I don't know. What am I making? Well, I'm taking this jar that I bought from Dollar General for $1. And I just took the Waverly ink color and I just painted the raised parts of the jar. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over it with the color Pool, Waverly Pool. Spreading the butterflies, that's great. I can't remember what it was the other day. I know there's like honey and, oh gosh, I wish I could remember what it was because it was great. Okay, you guys, Pool is a super cool color. I've used this a couple times. I'm going to pour a little bit in the top here. I love this blue, okay? I'm not doing the crackle technique tonight. I am not. I probably should have. That would have been cool, wouldn't it? But I think this looks really cool. Hopefully, I'm going to have to go over it twice because you see when I paint it on here, it looks like you can see through it, but I think it's almost like the black paint coming through. So I'm trying to get it on a little thick because I don't want to pull the black through the blue. I do love that crackle technique though. It's very cool. I was at, when I was at my friend's house today. Hello, Lana, how are you? Tossing the taters. Oh, that's, that's a good one. Yeah, you finally got the Facebook notification. Maybe I need to craft earlier, then you guys will get the notification. I don't know. Facebook is so weird about that. Anyway, I was at a friend's, when I was at the friend's earlier, she's bought some crafts from me before, and she had this one out on the table, and it was a home sign that I made with like 4 of the big, hey Laura, how are you? 4 of those big 5-gallon paint stir sticks that I did the crackle technique on. Oh, It was so cute. I'm like, I need to make myself one of those. Like, and it was kind of cool looking around because she had some crafts of mine. I was like, oh, I remember that one. She's a good crafter, but she has a little boy now, and so she doesn't have as much time, you know, to devote to crafting. So she says, I just buy your crafts and other crafts now. You usually spread the blessings to everyone because you don't remember them all, but since you were, I just, yeah, spreading the rain. That works too, right? That works. I don't know, if I don't see, I mean, I'll see different crafters and I'll be like, I'll see people say they're spreading whatever, and I'm like, oh, that's a really cool thing. I never, usually relevant to what their page is called or something. It's just funny. Tossing the taters. That's good. Is that tater bugging? Is that Lindy? Is that hers? That's so funny. Twinkling, throwing out the bars, sending out the struggle bus RFU. Oh my gosh, those are great. Tossing out the baseball, tapping the tin roof. Oh my gosh, Karina. There are so many. That is so awesome. You know, when I first got my page, I was doing the, sprinkling, but then I was like, why don't I do something else? It just seemed like it, and now, I mean, obviously I wasn't the first one to do that, but I'm just like, and that's what I figured it was. So I'm just going to go ahead and dry this, you guys. We're going to do one more coat over it. But I felt like I just needed to do something just instead of just sprinkle, Sprinkle the TLC, throw in the sawdust. That's great. Is that yours, Susan? Throwing the sawdust to you? Well, you guys, nobody's thrown out decorating the page. No one's thrown out Lizzie Nairn's. You guys know what Lizzie Nairn's is. It's like hilarious. I haven't seen anybody throw that one out there yet. Anybody know what theirs is? Theirs is a hoot. We're just gonna dry this up. Oh, sawdust is, afraid not. Okay, gotcha. Scootin' and pootin'. There it is. Penny got it. I love it. It's so funny. That's a great one. When they started doing that one, I laughed. That's funny. All right, you guys, we're getting there. Places I got a little heavy, I need to dry it a little bit more so I don't pull it off there when I go over the next one. I didn't do the rim up here because we've got the lid to go over that. I'm going to check it to make sure I've got the paint up high enough, but I'm pretty sure I don't need to paint the shack in the back. I think I just came across that today. That page, is it a page? I think I just came across that. Okay, let me check the lid here. So you guys see my announcement that I'm having my first live auction on Sunday. So I hope you can all join me. I'll do a little bit underneath there, but that looks pretty good. I'm excited to do it. My lovely assistant will be here, which is my sister. She'll be here helping me. Also flew the bird. Took Sunny and That's too funny. Okay, so we're just gonna go over this one more time here. Guys, this isn't gonna take us very long. I worked on one last night. I bought 2 of these jars. And I did one last night and I thought, how cute, how simple and cute to remake this jar. Just cute, and I love this pool color. So I'm just gently going over this right here because I don't want to pull the paint off these raised up numbers. Looks like there's milliliters. So you can use these. What time is the auction? The auction is on Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern time. 5 p.m. Eastern time. Yes. So I'm excited about it. So I hope you guys will be able to join me. $5 p.m. on Sunday. Yep. Guys, this color is so pretty. I just love it. I don't know if anybody on here besides my mom and I, if you buy Scentsy, do you know Scentsy, like the warmers? And we have a mason jar warmer, like a big one. You can buy a plug-in. There's one that plugs in as well. And it's blue like this. It's really pretty. Payment method, I believe I'm going to use Square, an invoice through Square. Maybe even PayPal. That's usually, if I invoice you through Square, you can just use a credit card. I'll probably just try to stick with that. But yeah. I'll give you guys more details on Sunday when we get going. Alrighty here. Guys, there are a ton of garage sales right now. A ton. And I didn't stop at any. And there was an estate sale right by my house, and I haven't stopped at that. And then there was a sale that my mom and my mom had told us about. I didn't make it to that. Blake's like, we don't need any more stuff. Because I wanted him to go to the estate sale. Well, he wanted me to stop at the estate sale because it was on the way home from my friend's house. He's like, it looks like a really cool house. Maybe they're going to sell. Well, then why don't you stop and see? I didn't paint the bottom. I don't know if I should. I'm going to dry this really good, you guys. Really good, because it's pretty thick. Gotta be careful, that glass gets hot. Gotta be careful. Keep that heat gun moving. That looks so cute. Look at that. It's so cute. I love it. Crash into it. All right, I think, there's a spot right here I want to put a little bit more on. Right at the bottom. I think, a little spot right there. Don't put your finger on it or it'll come off right there. Okay, a couple spots to dry it, and then we'll fix it up here. Well, hello, Judy. How are you? All right, so we got it all painted with our second coat. Let me get the front here. Let me bring it that way and dry. You guys, will I ever be able to figure this iPhone out? There we go. Okay, let me grab, because I don't see my little gator. I gotta figure out what happened to him. He ran off. I seriously don't know what I don't know what happened to him. If he fell in the garbage or he ran away, you guys. He said, "I've had enough, lady. I'm out of here. You work me too hard." I don't know what happened to her. I have to do some searching. This craft room's a mess right now, though. I'll tell you that. Blake came down here earlier today to, sorry, I'm getting some paper towels that fell down. Thank you, Rita. I know, I love this. It's the Waverly Pool, if you're wondering. You can get Waverly at Walmart. No problem. It's okay. I'm on early tonight, so probably threw some of you off. He came down here as we were looking at what we're going to do for, you know, like remodeling, and he's like, "Looks like that craft room could be clean." I'm like, stay out of the craft room. Why are you over? We're not remodeling this side. Okay, you guys. I'm going to take the sanding sponge. This is from the Dollar Tree. Like I said, I don't know what happened to my other little guy. Yes, my Walmart still has Waverly. I'm pretty sure the Michigan Walmarts aren't affected by that supply chain. So you guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the sanding block and I'm going to go over the raised parts of the jar. Okay, and the reason why, I'll show you in just a second. The reason why I painted it black first is because look what happens when you do that. It brings that black back and it looks super cool. Instead of sanding it off and it just being the glass on the jar, you've got black lines. Is that cool? Massachusetts has an abundance too. I'm wondering if maybe it was like, I don't know about the South, but I was wondering if it was like Western states that were affected by that distribution, you know, change. Just wondering. I don't know. If I didn't really pay attention to where people were saying that they were at, but it just seems like the east side of the country didn't really seem to be affected by it. I know they said it was distribution issues. Okay, you guys, so here's our one side. I love that. It looks so cool. And that's the black paint. So now I'm going to go over, I'm going to try to anyway. I got the paint a little thick right here, so I'm going to gently go over where the milliliters are at. I got a little heavy-handed up here, you guys. I would really love to have my little sanding guy right now. I didn't use it last night though either when I was doing the other one, so I don't know. He might have fallen in the garbage. I'm gonna have to look through the garbage. I could be taking a trip to Lowe's. Your Walmart in Iowa doesn't have it anymore. They're carrying a different brand. Is it? Our Walmarts aren't carrying it. Oh. Is it good chalk paint that they're carrying? Do you guys like it? Because if that does happen, I'm gonna be sad. But you know, like when everybody was getting those, you know, the sales where they were reducing it down and everything, we didn't get any of that. Of course, my Walmart doesn't carry an abundance of it anyway. They only have the 8-ounce jars. They don't have... I'm trying to get this without taking off. Okay, that's going to work a little bit better right here. Paint's a little thick right here, so you can kind of see what I did right there. This part right here, I got a little bit more than my numbers. looks like. Or I didn't get all my numbers exposed. Paint goes a little thick right there. That's okay. It's kind of rustic looking, you guys. You bought a small bottle, but I haven't used it yet. Oh, I love it. So I bought the smaller bottles at another Walmart that's probably about an hour and a half from where I live. Or whenever I'm out at a different Walmart, I always look to see if they have the different size. Because you guys know I love the Waverly plaster, and I try to buy the big jars of that because I use so much of it. It's a better price, so I have like a backup bottle of that one. But I really like the Waverly. Okay, here's the side. It is paint from China. I prefer to purchase it. Well, is Waverly US product? I never even looked to see if it is or not, you guys. Does it even say? Yeah, it says Norcross, Georgia, made in the USA. Yeah, you're right. I agree with that. I wonder, I don't know, all I kept hearing was that it was a distribution issue, and you know, I mean, sometimes you can't get around that with whatever reason, or contracts. You know, I work for a government agency, and if there's a contract change, you know, like we just got new, you heard me call your name. Well, Lindy, we were talking about your toss the taters. Is that what you're like? I spread the joy, and then I said, what are some of the other ones that people use? And toss the taters came up, and I think that's what is that it? Tossing the taters. Yeah, yep. We were talking about tossing the taters. And I said, I think that must be from Tater Buggin'. And they said yes. And I was like, too cute. Too cute. Love all the different little things that we all have for our spreading, sprinkling. All right, you guys. I'm trying to be gentle on this. To not take it all off, but get it off there the way I wanted it. Okay. So we got the F is a little heavy there. I don't know, it's like, I took a little bit too much. I bet you I could just put a little paint right there to fix that. Let me see. Bring that back in a little bit. Just kind of. All right, what do you think? And you're happy she did. I was just scurrying around my studio and oh, too funny. Too funny. Okay. So, we got it all painted with our Waverly ink. Then we put the Waverly pool over the top, and then we just sanded it down to expose the black again. So, it looks super cool. So, now I'm going to... No, I'm not going to do that first. I'm going to put a... You guys can see this has been poked in here. I'm going to put the little... What are these called? Whatever these are called. Foam blocks, or... I don't know what they're called. You know, this is from Dollar Tree. I've had it laying around here. That's why it's been... You love the color. You guys, pool is a great color. So you guys, I'm just putting a little hot glue on that foam. I guess it's foam, to hold that in there so that we can put some pretty flowers in here. Okay. So how is that? How cute is that? We just spruced it up. Floral foam. Yeah. You guys know I don't use my words always like I should. Just putting a little bit of paint right there at the top. Okay, so we've got our little jar. We could just leave it. You could just leave that as it is. Now, what I did is I took a piece of this. This was material from, I think it was a fat quarter. Does anybody have this? And it was white. It's called Oasis in the UK. Oh, the floral foam is? So you guys, I took a piece of this last night. and I wanted to and it was black and white, so it's buffalo, like a buffalo check. But I decided I wanted to take some RIT dye to it. Look what it did. So it kind of took the little frayed edges and made them a little bit darker. But so I made it a little, I don't know if you can tell that it's more blue than it is white. But I was just playing around with some RIT dye. I had some RIT dye and I was like, well, let's just take a little piece. I just ripped this off. I'm just gonna put it on here. And I'm just gonna tie a knot on the top here. See what we get. Might be too big. I'm trying to look at my other one. I think maybe I folded it over a little bit. How's that look? Yeah, I like that. Tie a little knot here. Just to give it a little something, but I decided I wanted to dye it so it would be a blue color instead of just the black and white. It would dye it blue, and I wasn't sure what was going to happen, but it brought it out with the more of the blue on the frayed edges. Okay, so I'm gonna cut it down. It's got a crazy little bandana right now. Maybe I'll do some. No, I don't like that. I'm gonna do across there, and I'm gonna try to fray it a little bit. I didn't like that look, you guys. Let me see if I can get some off there. Maybe a little bit. And we'll do another one. Just pull it off there a little bit. So we got a little tie on there. Whoops. On the top there, just to add a little something to it. Like I said, I was just playing around with some fabric last night. I thought, oh, I'm gonna throw it in the RIT dye and see what we get. I didn't leave it in there too long. Well, thank you. Yeah, I didn't leave it in there too long. I could have left it longer, but I like how, I mean, can you see the frayed edges, how they're blue? They probably look more blue, and this probably looks more white in the camera, but it is blue. It's just really light. So you guys, the flowers I chose to, sorry, my hair is in my face, are these very pretty black-eyed Susans. Is that what these are? I love this yellow with this blue. I love it. It's so pretty. So I have 3 of them. As you guys know, I'm not the flower arranger. And you guys always tell me 3 is the number. Okay, so we're stick 1 in there. Okay, 3 is the number. We'll get it down. I'm gonna push it down to the bottom. Well, maybe this was my long one. Hold on. This was my longer one, I think. Well, maybe that was it. Well, we'll see how it looks, you guys. You can tell me, Kelly, you need to move it. All right, what do you think so far? Is that looking cute? You like the patriotic gnome behind me? This little guy right here. If that's the one you're looking at, that's I think that's the only one back there, isn't it? Yeah, he actually came from, I think he came from Dollar General. You guys, I'm just shoving in, I don't know what it is, whatever this is. I didn't have it wasn't on a, like there was no tag on it. Was it like boxwood? It's kind of like maybe variegated boxwood. I don't know. Does it sound like a fancy term? Variegated boxwood. All right, I'm trying to stuff this in here so that we, let's see. Did I drill holes in the lid with my drill? Oh, I did, Mom. I did that last night. I didn't want to use the drill on the live because it's one of those like aluminum lids, and when you poke it through, it gets a little scary. So I didn't want to scare anybody because it kind of like when it gives, it kind of goes through, and I was like, I think I'll do this tonight. Hello, Jody. How are you? All right, you guys, I have 3 little ones left here, and I'm just kind of hot gluing those together to stick those in the spot right here. All right, you got to give me your opinion, what you think. You know I'm not good at the floral arranging. This is what I came up with. So I'm going to turn it around and see what you guys think. Are you ready? Drum roll. You remember on Christmas Vacation? All right, what do you guys think? Did I do good? Does it look good? I know the flowers are big, but I love these. I think they're so pretty. And I think, I'm not sure where I got these. I'm not sure if they came from Dollar General. I don't think they came from Hobby Lobby. What do you guys think? Is that super cute? I just love these. Okay, let me show you the one I did last night. Okay, so I did one last night that's my Waverly Plaster version. And here is the one from last night. Is that cute? Adorable and cheery. And these flowers came from well, maybe these did. These came from Michael's because I did pull the tag off. Oh, you guys, I just love these. And how simple, you guys, you can pick one of these jars up at Dollar General for $1. Paint it, put a little anything around it, put some flowers in it. How cute, you guys. I love these. I think they're so cheery. You can put it, on your table. You could take this to work. You could give it to a friend. How nice would this be to get as a flower arrangement as opposed to spending like $50 or $60 on a real one that dies? Oh, I think these are so adorable. I'm pretty impressed with myself tonight, you guys. As if you can't tell. But thank you guys so much for joining me, and thanks for jumping on early. I really appreciate that. And don't forget, if you spread the joy, SHARE, let me know in the comments. And the jars are from Dollar General, yes. Well, thank you guys. Yep, Dollar General. And I just happened to be walking through and I saw them. Checking, how they have their house, whatever the aisle is that they have, their decor aisle, I guess you'd say. I mean, that's where I'm finding them at mine. Thank you for spreading the joy, Judy. I appreciate that. But yeah, let me know in the comments so I can add you into my monthly drawing. And don't forget, Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm going to have my first live auction. So I would love it if you could all join me. I try to do it a little bit later in the day so people might be home from church and from, their activities that they do during the day. If you can't, I totally understand, but if you can, I'd love it. And if not, I will see you back here next Tuesday. No, wait, what is it? Yeah, it is Friday. Oh my gosh, you guys, such a ding dong. Next Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with another fun, cute craft. Thank you guys so much. Bye-bye.